making technology available for all. I'm Fred Fishkin. Welcome back to another Techstination interview. Joining us is Malcom Mitchell, author, Super Bowl champion wide receiver with the New England Patriots, and founder of the Share the Magic Foundation. Thanks for being with us, Malcom.
I appreciate you having me on. I'm looking forward to our conversation.
So am I. Give us the overview, first of all, of what the Share the Magic Foundation is all about.
I created Share the Magic Foundation in 2016 after I graduated from the University of Georgia. I grew up a reluctant reader, or striving reader to say, but through some challenges, I realized that in order for me to reach my full potential as a human being, it was essential for me to adopt reading into my life. And from that moment on, I've been on this journey to encourage other students, especially those who've grown up or grow up into communities that I experienced as a child. I believe through reading, we can succeed and find our way out of hardship. And that's why I started Share the Magic Foundation.
And as we've just seen, the people who are viewing this, you've written some books too.
Yeah, well, I always say I read so many books, it encouraged me to write my own. And I just wanted to share the stories with students. Here's the honest truth. The truth is, while at the University of Georgia, I realized that as an athlete, so many people would gravitate to whatever message I sent. If I decided to send a good message, people would latch on to that. If I decided to send a bad message, people would latch on to that. So with this epiphany that reading could unlock the potential of our lives, I decided I would write books in hopes to send a good message to children around the world.
Tell me about your involvement in the issue of the digital divide.
Yeah, well, today, I remember growing up where the internet was seen as a luxury. Those with affluent backgrounds could have access to the internet and devices at home. But today, that's much different. The internet has become a necessity for children to reach their full capacity and productivity in our society. And that's why I think this partnership goes hand in hand with my focus with literacy, hoping to expose children to the resources needed to ensure that they're productive and have the best chance at living the life that they want to live.
And the partnership you're talking about is a partnership with Cox. Tell us about that.
I partner with Cox in their Connect to Compete resource, which provides internet to low-income communities at an affordable cost. And what we hope to do is expose communities where internet may be hard to purchase at the normal rate to sign up for this great resource so they too can enjoy all the rewards of having internet service. Like I said a moment ago, our world today has made the internet absolutely necessary to be on an equal playing field. So what we hope to do is expose communities to this resource. Hopefully they take advantage of it. That way they have the best chance at competing just as everyone else.
And the pandemic really brought to light how necessary the internet is, a good high-speed connection. And even though a lot of kids are now physically back in school, that doesn't necessarily lessen the need for internet access and computers at home.
Right. Well, the internet does something that I think is extraordinary, but detrimental if not have parental guidance, and that's exposure. I remember growing up in my community, I could only see the confines of what was shown. But with the internet, you kind of break down those barriers, right? If I wanted to explore Africa, or if I wanted to explore Iceland, I simply go to my internet browser and search, and that takes me somewhere, and that connects me to something else. And then that connects me to something else, which hopefully expounds my curiosity and imagination, and hopefully leads me to making decisions that would take me to some of those places. So even if you are back in school, the internet does something amazing that I think is essential for our society today, especially to be on that equal playing field, as I mentioned.
I understand you've got a 1-year-old at home,
That's
if I'm
correct.
not mistaken. Has that changed your perspective or heightened your interest in all of this?
Well, it did not change my perspective. It made me focus even more. Uh, just understanding the resources that I want him to be exposed to, such as books, such as knowing at some point, one may be a bit too early, but understanding how the internet can be used to take advantage of opportunities and expose yourself to new, amazing things. The world is at your fingertips. And my hope as a father is to make sure that he understands all the opportunities that exist through literature and connecting with the internet so he too can explore in a safe way
I bet you're reading to him already.
every night.
Now, you're only 28. Your football career was cut short by a knee injury. What's
Right.
your vision for yourself here and the foundation going forward?
My hope is to do similar activities as I am at this very moment, and that's representing a greater cause that extends beyond my time on the football field. Daily, I advocate for literacy, and with this partnership with Cox and their Connect to Compete resource, it gives me another opportunity to connect with my community and hopefully expose them to a resource that I think is beneficial to their long-term success and our growth as a community and country.
And we've talked about the need for children and education, but
Yeah.
for adults, it can be equally as important in this day and age when so many people, so many jobs are available for working at
Right.
home. Families need
I
this.
agree. Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. And that's why this resource is so astounding. It provides that opportunity to kind of break down maybe one of the obstacles that families may face. Internet access is not as accessible as one would think in certain environments. 25% of low income communities don't have access to internet. And this is a way to kind of solve that issue or work at chipping away on it. So that's why, I'm advocating for this. That's why I hope people take advantage of it to make sure that they too have the same opportunities as everyone else.
Where can people go for more information about this?
Cox.com/C2C. I'll say that one more time. That's Cox.com/C2C.
And you have a website too, right? For the foundation?
That's correct. My website is readwithmalcolm.com, just like it sounds, readwithmalcolm.com.
Well, congratulations on the work that you are doing. Malcom Mitchell, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Now this. It takes a lot of listening to build a better radio, and that's just what the folks at C. Crane have done. Bob Crane and his crew, nestled among the rivers and tallest trees in the world in Fortuna, California, have made a habit of listening to their customers. And that's just what they've done in building the CC Skywave SSB, the Swiss Army knife of portable radios. For everyday listening to AM or FM in the yard or patio or on the nightstand without having to drain a mobile phone battery, it's a great companion. But it is also a companion equipped for NOAA weather information and alerts that can be life-saving. You can listen to FEMA and Coast Guard transmissions too. Beyond all of that, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world. It's compact, easy to take with you, and built to last. The CC Skywave SSB. Click on the link at Techstination.com.